honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Giants.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A very long attempt.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Hey, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
65.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Alert 3. Check.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Giants.
A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Giants 7, Packers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Right there.
On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. I got him. 58, right over there.
97.
On play action. Love to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On third down, Love. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Let's go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Exit. Exit. Check. 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 Shift. Shift. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
And brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
Right here, right here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
I got you, son. I got you.
On play action, they'll throw.
Shift, shift, shift.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's 19. Come 19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Giants go on fourth but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
13 yards. First down, Packers.
Let's go, D.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
Love's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On second down, McFarland. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 28. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll run here with McFarland. And down inside the 15 he goes.
The ball carrier.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw again. Love. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
58, right over there.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Badgley's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Warriors 70. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bring it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Check 99. Check 99. Joker, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Following the interception, Love.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on
And
the
his
bus.
throw here's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on
I
it.
think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Here I come again. Check 52. No. Off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
15-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Wide. Get wide.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Duvernay. 85 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true true that is, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready, set. 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go. Check field. Defense. Check the backer. Check the back. Ready.
Love now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Love's
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A gain of
They ran that one
yards.
well, and not only did they pick up a
First
nice
down,
chunk of yardage on the
Packers.
screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 58 is a Mike. Going 58 to the Mike.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. That's complete to Mooney. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's down inside the
Love's
5 at the 4 before he's out of
Darnell
bounds.
Mooney.
Give him 30 yards
First
there.
and goal
Obviously,
at the
they're not where they
4-yard
want to be
line.
right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check 37. Check 37. Switch.
Running with McFarland. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Chauncey Gardner.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
A 5-yard touchdown
Michael Badgley
run.
lining up
And the
for the
Packers
extra
have
point.
cut it back within a score. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for
His
those guys
kick
on the
is
sideline.
good.
They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Makes the
Yeah, could
score
you feel the
Giants
exhale?
13.
Because they were already
Packers
thinking ahead
10.
as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Out.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 60. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go. Same situation. Let's go.
Trying to lay one up deep. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey.
Got a man, Slayton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
19 Tiger. Watch the slant.
Back to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And into the end zone. It's
Touchdown,
a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
17.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch safety. 70 Lion. Safety's creeping. Check 3. Check 3.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Watch the run. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Intercepted by the
So his
Packers.
struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Easy work. It's
2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Stop your whining.
The throw over the middle taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Love from the gun. Sliding out of the... Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
All day, every day.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
He gets this underneath to Dobbins. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
25, check 25, check 25. Bronco 80. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's calm down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3.
Push him back. You go tight. You got tight.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go, let's push. Outside coming, outside coming.
Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Devin Duvernay as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
46-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Badgley on for the
lining
extra
up for
point.
the extra point.
And that will make
The
this a
kick is
4-point
good.
game.
Makes the score.
So we've
Packers
reached halftime
24,
here on opening
Giants
weekend.
20.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the
At
touchback.
their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Big edge, big edge. Cougar 19. Go, Rig, go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, break. 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some
2 yards
adjustments.
on the pickup. It's second
They'll
and
break
8.
the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
58's the mic, 58.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Love. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Safe.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch out. Hey, check that. Street. Check 3. Check. Crunch.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 11 now.
I'm coming. Hey, Mike 51. 60 Maverick. 51's the mic.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check 13. Check.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 60 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route, worked out pretty well. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you
Throwing again. Love.
Give me something.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
And it's third down.
Let's get it.
From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
70 Timberwolves. 54 Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
They'll look to throw here. That's complete to Slayton. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Brought down back at the
He was able to get away
line.
initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taking it about the 16. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, McFarland. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they're seeing.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Alert 3. Hey, 3. Smash Bronco.
A Another run here with Dobbins. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard after the 36. The Giants on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Bang,
bang! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Brings up 2nd.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 54. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
On play action. Love to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete to Mooney. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
Let's go.
It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They give it off here to the tight end. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a run with McFarland. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
It's party now. Shoot.
Again, McFarland. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Slam, slam, slam. Jam him, jam him, jam.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Giants first down.
On first down, Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
So a victory here for the men in blue.